Zdeno Chara. Raise your hand if you're a fan. Can you believe it's already been 24 seasons that he spent in the NHL? If he plays this season, that's going to make the Magic 25. But where's he going to play? We got to talk about it. Welcome back, hockey fans. Welcome in if this is your first time to the channel. I'm Josh. This is the Hockey Flow. And today, it's Thursday, August 11th, 2022. That's right, Zdeno Chara. He's going to be our subject of our article deep dive. We're going to get to that in just a moment on another edition of Today in Hockey. But before we get to that, we got to get through Today in Hockey history. And then we're going to get to our headlines. And I tell you what, Knights fans, the bad news just keeps coming. But we do have some IIHF highlights. Canada, wow, my goodness, we'll leave it at that. And then we're getting into the article deep dive. We're heading back to the hockey writers. Guess we can't quit these guys. We got another new author for us, the excellent Michael DeRosa. He's got a fun one. 3 potential landing spots for Zdeno Chara. That's if he plays. You know we got to talk about it. If you do enjoy the content, take a moment, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Helps us out a ton. We're just getting started, but we're going to keep bringing you fun videos every single day. Want to make sure you're part of this new hockey community and that you never miss a video, right? Today in Hockey history. On this date, August 11th in 2008, the Los Angeles Kings signed Drew Doughty to his first NHL contract. The legend would go on to play 81 games that season and go on to have arguably a Hall of Fame career. I got his jersey hanging up right over here. I'm a big fan, absolutely. Headlines, headlines, headlines. Let's get into it. Knights fans, I promise you some bad news. I'm sorry, guys. Robin Lehner, star goaltender. He is going to miss the 2022-2023 regular season after having hip surgery. My goodness, I don't know. I don't know what to think, Knights fans. You guys, the deck was kind of stacked against you with all these cap moves, and you had to let Pacioretty go for nothing. I know he gets hurt, but now you're losing your tendy for the season too, and it's kind of tough. But better days ahead, absolutely. All right, IIHF World Junior Championship. We got this going on. Today's day 3. So Finland over the Czech Republic earlier today, and Canada 11-1 winners over Slovakia today. My goodness, Connor Bedard, Mason McTavish, they were flying around. It was it's fun to watch. It's pretty impressive, absolutely. All right, article of the day, it's time. Zdeno Chara, NHL legend. He's been in the league longer than a lot of you guys have probably been alive. 24 years in the league. If he plays this season, it's going to be 25, but I tell you what, prime Zdeno Chara was a sight to behold. 6'9", 250 pounds, captaining the ice for the Bruins. It was a lot of fun. But let's look at 3 potential landing spots for Zdeno Chara for 2022-2023. Again, this is coming to us from the excellent Michael DeRosa, and we're going to definitely check out more of his things as well. This was a really good article. Thank you for this, good sir. But all right, Zdeno Chara, he's looking for a new team, and the article does make mention he hasn't made a decision yet. He informed folks that he would probably make this decision in September, so this is all fun speculation, but I don't want him to quit. We got to give over that hump, that 25th season, right? That's magical. So I like round numbers. So Zdeno Chara, he's looking for a new team. We've got our player card here. Shout out to Dom and Shane at The Athletic. And we see some gray. Gray's not always good, right? Gray's on the bad spectrum, but we're not talking about Zdeno Chara, prime Zdeno Chara, right? We're talking about Zdeno Chara now, the 45-year-old depth defenseman. He's going to bring that leadership and some physicality still, absolutely, but he's 45. Does he have anything left in the tank? Well, according to the stats last season, he did have a little bit left, right? He's not going to be your top line defensive pairing, but let's get into it. We got the Bruins, Rangers, and Islanders. Those are the 3 teams that Mr. DeRosa thinks would be logical destinations if he decides to play. So let's see if we agree. Boston Bruins, bringing the gang back, right? We just re-signed Patrice Bergeron. You're bringing David Krejci back. Pasternak's happy. Man, all we need is Tuukka Rask and Zdeno Chara, and we're going to be rolling. But I tell you what, the article does make good points in regards to Zdeno Chara and the value he could bring the Bruins. He's going to bring that physicality, right? But the money is a little tight in Boston, so you would have to, I believe it was Mike Riley would have to go. But if Chara does hang them up, this was a neat scenario, right? And kudos to Mr. DeRosa for including this, but he says the right move would be for the Bruins to sign him to a one-day contract, let him retire as an honorary member of the team. I love it. That's always a neat sentimental piece. I mean, he did arguably had his best seasons with the Bruins, right? Captaining them. He's not going to do that now, but it's neat to remember the good days, right? New York Rangers. Expectations are high. You guys had a great run last year, ran into the Lightning in the playoffs, but there's a lot of reasons to be high. And just spoiler alert, we are going to have a little bit of a Rangers-centric video coming up probably this weekend with a special guest. So make sure to stay tuned for that. But the expectations are high in Rangerland right now in New York. Pat Namath is out. I'm sure folks are celebrating that. I see on Twitter after every game, during every game, how much they despise Pat Namath. But Chara could fill that void, right? If one of those kids isn't ready to step in on that third pairing, maybe Zdeno Chara gives that veteran leadership, gives them some experience. And the Rangers are on the East Coast, right? Chara did say he wants to stay close to his family, so he played this last season in New York with the Islanders. Maybe change over to the Rangers? We shall see. Speaking of the New York Islanders, they are the third team on our list here. He played with them last season, and he had a nice little impact here. It's game score value added. You know, Dom's model here wasn't the most kind to him, but Zdeno Chara still had an impact. He had over, 125 hits, 85 penalty minutes, so he still brought that physicality and leadership and experience. 24 seasons in the NHL, there's nothing this guy hasn't seen, right? Who wouldn't want that on your team? But I get it, you know, another season too. He was looking a little slow last season, so another season on those legs could be tough. But for the Islanders, run it back. Right? Run it back. Why not? They're trying to build something special. He could be a nice cog in that engine, absolutely. He could be depth if Sebastian Aho, and no, not that Sebastian Aho, but if Sebastian Aho or Robin Salo aren't ready, he could fill in that role and be that depth, even if it's not playing every game, right? He did play 71 games last season, but even if it's not every single game. But no matter what, he is a legend. Zdeno Chara, what he's done for the game of hockey is it's tough to put in words. He's brought a smile to my face, and I've always loved watching him. The good, the bad, the ugly. You know, that 6'9", 250. But where do you guys think Chara is going to end up? Do you think he's going to re-sign and play for one of these three teams, or is there a team that we didn't talk about? Or do you think he's going to hang him up, call it a career, and leave it at 24? Let me know down in the comments. That's going to do it for the video today, guys. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you. If you've made it this far and haven't subscribed, I really would appreciate it. We're going to keep bringing you videos every day, lots of different topics. But again, I appreciate you guys. Until tomorrow, cheers.